Back with another fight simulation, and today we've got Ian Machado Garry versus Carlos Prates. Let's get to it. I'll see you at the fight. Round one for Garry and Prates. All right, let's see. See who takes control. Running knee to the body for Garry. Both guys meet in the center. See how long they keep this on the feet, specifically Garry. See how long Garry tries to keep this on the feet. Garry does have really good kickboxing, though, so he has the ability to strike and fight at distance with Prates if he needs to. Good shots from Ian Garry so far to start. Ian Garry looks like he's on the front foot taking control. Prates having a slow start. Look at the counters from Ian Garry. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for Prates here. Look at this. Trying to get some strikes in that plum. They separate. In real life, we got this fight coming up this weekend on a fight night main event. And head kick attempt blocked. Prates got to watch his counter attempts from Garry. But the actual fight is this weekend, this coming up weekend, and it's going to be a fun main event, actually. I'm really excited for it, even though Garry's coming in on short notice. He got an extra like week or two. Now he got an extra 2 weeks to get ready for the fight, which is awesome that they pushed this fight back instead of trying to keep it on the pay-per-view, the Volkanovski pay-per-view, a couple weeks back. And credit to Ian Garry taking two tough fights on short notice. Shavkat Rakhmonov at the end of last year, and then his first fight of this year. Carlos Prates on short notice. Ian Garry's a dog, man. Carlos Prates an orthodox. I didn't even realize he switched. See if he can find some success here from that right-handed stance. Tried to get that lead uppercut in, no good. Got some blood from the nose of Ian Garry right now. Clinch back up. Seems like the clinch is a stalemate for the most part between these two. It's going to be a fun fight this weekend, though, between these two. I'm super excited for it. I believe Prates definitely has the ability to win the fight, especially the longer Ian Garry keeps it on the feet and makes it a kickboxing / Muay Thai fight with Prates. But Ian Garry is pretty well-rounded. He is a solid fighter, solid mixed martial artist, and he can shoot takedowns if he needs to. Put him on the fence as he just did right there, clinch him up. You know, but I do see Ian Garry mixing in takedown attempts for sure to kind of slow down the momentum of Prates in the fight, especially if Prates is starting to get off and build momentum for sure. Ian Garry's going to probably shoot, try to wrap him up. Good first round, though. Let's get to round two. All right, round number two for these two welterweights. Let's see how Prates does in this round here. See if he can make some adjustments. See what adjustments Ian Garry makes. They both meet in the center. Going tit for tat, very Muay Thai-esque. Good counters in the pocket there from Prates. Solid. With the overhand left now landed for Prates. Okay, Prates is getting off a little bit here early to start. Cross leg kick on the outside, inside, mixing it up on him. Nice. Trying to create more openings and opportunities for the boxing. Got to mix up those kicks, mix those kicks in. Mix the target, body, leg. Don't discriminate, I like it. Back in the clinch here, going back and forth, tit for tat a little bit. Pushed him up against the fence. Prates separates, good slip uppercut, I like that. It's a good slip lead uppercut into that step-in jab. There's that long left hand, man. You got to watch that long cross. That long straight left from Carlos Prates. Good uppercut in the pocket there. Carlos Prates is getting comfortable. He's getting comfortable. He switches back orthodox for some reason. Interesting. Yeah, Prates is getting comfortable in front of Garry. Look at Garry wrapping him up, as I just said last round. Prates getting off. Garry ties him up to try to slow down some of that momentum. Good head movement from both. Right back into the clinch. Saw the first 2 rounds for both of them, though. Solid kickboxing fight. With clinches mixed in for the most part. Good switch high kick upstairs for Prates. I like that. Outside, beautiful. Check. Went to it too many times. Head movement, he's got to watch that uppercut. He almost ducked into it. There's that step-in jab, that up jab. I like that. Lunging left hook for Garry, excuse me. And he angled off nicely, too.
Under a minute remains.
Garry on the front foot, and he gets a takedown. Nice. To see how long it takes for
Great job
I'd say
on the
see how long it
reversal.
takes for Prates to make something happen, get back up to his feet. He reverses immediately.
Postures up.
Prates
Let's
does
see what
have
he
some pretty
chooses to do
competent
here.
jiu-jitsu as well. Not necessarily, you know, lights out on the ground for sure. Of course, his Muay Thai and his striking is his bread and butter, but his grappling and his jiu-jitsu isn't non-existent, let's say. Good reversal. Got to watch out here. Ooh. I was trying to see if Garry was going to get off a hard uppercut or a knee right there to finish the round. That would have been solid. Got a nice little cut under the right eye of Prates. Little scratch over the eye as well. It's all good, though. Let's get in round three. All right, round number 3, scheduled for 5. So we got 2 more after this if need be. Thank you, Goldberg, for reiterating. Here we go. Let's see, Prates was starting to get a little comfortable in the last round, find his range, slipping, moving his head a lot in the pocket, getting off, good counters. Ian Garry had a pretty good first round as well, so let's see who momentum favors in this 3rd round. Back in this clinch, pretty consistent position we end up in this fight here is that collar tie or that plum. We're back on the fence here. Garry pressing Prates up against the fence to see if Prates can dig some underhooks to turn him. Trying to get his back off that fence. Good inside trip. Good inside trip. 90 seconds into the 3rd, and Prates is back up to his feet quickly. Nice. Ian didn't get that takedown for nothing, man. He wanted to work down there, so that's good for Prates. Making Garry use that energy. And hey, good knee from the plum there. Beautiful. He got one off. Let's see if Garry gets it back. Garry's going to get it back. He got one uppercut in there. Whew, that was a dangerous position for Prates for a moment. Hey, gets dropped, throwing a Superman jab, and he's hurt. He's hurt. Halfway. Is this it? Oh, yeah, that was almost it. That was almost it. Man, being just a little too flashy, man. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Forget the Supermans. Just pop him, pepper him up. Here we go. Good. There you go. Back to the basics.
Both men scoring points here.
Beautiful rip to the body. Here we go. Prates was hurt just a moment ago. Let's see if he can get that back. Got Garry on the back foot being cautious. Being patient, I should say, rather. Nice uppercuts in there in that plum. I'm not mad at those. Man, big 3rd round for Ian Garry. Hurts in 1 minute. Let's see if we make it to the 4th. See if we can make it to the 4th. Good uppercut inside.
Nice counter right hand.
40. There's that Superman again. Got to be careful. Careful leaving your feet.
30 seconds remains in the round.
Pull counter. Prates has to be careful. Prates has to get to the stool in between rounds and shake that off. Good up jab. He didn't like that one. He's going to feel that one for sure.
Got the clinch.
Knee to the body, and this is where we finish.
And that takes us to
That's
the
where we
end
finish
of
round 3.
round number 3.
Solid 3rd round for Ian Garry, man. He hurt Prates. Prates was able to get off some as well, though.
Absolutely, Mike. The fact
4th
that
round
these
we
two
go.
are still standing is incredible.
We are in the
All right,
championship
Prates was in trouble.
round 4. Beautiful.
In round 3, here we go in round 4. Ian Garry runs to him with a body shot, with a hook to the body. Here we go. Pressing him up against the fence immediately. As soon as we get into round 4, Prates gets his back off the cage quickly. Here we go. Scrapping on the fence line here. See if Prates can get that back. He's hurt really bad off of that counter. Really good counter off that Superman attempt from Garry. Here we go. Underhooks, he reverses nicely. He's got double unders he can separate here. Should probably be trying to separate here or maybe try to fish for a plum or something. He's got underhooks though. Let's see what he does with them.
Working in the clinch, trying to control his opponent.
Good body lock takedown. I'm not mad at that, man. Solid takedown. Let's see if Prates can get back up to his feet as he's been able to this entire fight. Good reversal. As soon as Garry tries to pass. That was nice. That was nice, but we need damage here. We need damage here. Let's see if he tries to stand up and separate.
In the full guard here.
Gary's fishing for something. Yeah, look like he's about to fish for a submission off his back, probably a Kimura. Or a Gilly, whichever one he has off his back in the guard. Good hook to the body. Here we go. You got to watch these counters. Got to watch these counters from Garry in the pocket.
Inside leg kick.
Good lead uppercut from
That's a
Garry.
huge uppercut.
Nice lead uppercut. Prates seems hesitant, man. He seems very hesitant. Yeah, he's been hurt. Head kick. Yeah, this is a bad place to be for out cold. Out cold. Woo! Round 4. Ian Garry gets it done. Too much for him.
He defends the UFC.
I was just saying he's way too hesitant. I knew he was hurt. He was hurt too bad. Nothing he could do from that
Look
position.
at it again. Oh man.
Let's see what it was. It was the left
Threw his whole body into it and
left hook, right hook. Just right hook puts him down.
Beautiful knockout punch.
Beautiful.
And here we see it again.
Beautiful. Garry hurting Prates after that, off of that Superman attempt, man. In the 3rd round is what really sealed the deal, man. They were both pretty back and forth for the first 10 minutes of the fight. Garry started to pull away in round 3, though. Separated himself in round 3 and just pretty much got right back to work in round 4.
Here is Bruce
And got it done. Solid fight. If Ian Garry knocks out Prates this weekend, I would be very surprised. I would be very surprised. Maybe a TKO I could see, but like cold, like stretching, Prates would have to be just like, he would have to fuck up. Very bad on the feet, but maybe, you know, you never know. Maybe mixing in takedowns, you know, he drops his hands looking for a takedown or something and gets cracked with it. You never know. MMA is weird, man. MMA is weird. This fight can go either way this weekend. Ian Garry coming in off short notice. Got Carlos Prates still trying to climb the welterweight rankings, get to that title. We'll see what happens, man. Ian Garry trying to get to a title as well. We'll see. It's going to be a solid fight this weekend. If you'd like to press that like button and subscribe, Combat Clutch, I'm out. Good shit, Ian Garry.